Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Today's episode's coming to you at 3 p.m. It's a little earlier today because I might have to go to class tonight. Hard to say, really. We'll see. It's overcast, so I doubt that I'm going to be going to an astronomy lab, but you never know. How you doing? How's it going? I'm fine. Thanks for asking. I'm less tired today. I've been very tired lately, but today I am a little better. I I had a coffee when I woke up instead of trying to save it. I'm phasing out nighttime coffee. It seems to be very bad for me. There's a period of time though where I was sleeping like 6 hours and I was waking up fine, and I was like, yo, let's go. Got all this time in my day. No longer. And I have less time now, but that's okay. Probably. Oh, I was watching a YouTube video that was very quiet and I turned my audio up. I had to just turn it down, don't worry. You won't notice. Yeah, that's right. Hope you're well. I'm fine. Hanging in there. I feel like I did something this morning, but I didn't. Like, it's 3 p.m. What did I do today? I don't know. It's just like I'm waking up later, so I feel like I have less time in my day, I guess. Yeah, probably. Yeah, let me ask you a question. Let's get it going. Today I want to talk about seasoning. You got any seasonings? So lately, I've been putting a seasoning on everything. So the seasoning I have been putting on everything is onion powder. Every food that I make, I've just been like, you know what would make this better? A little onion powder, maybe a little garlic powder too. It's very easy to just like keep around and throw on things, and it changes the flavor quite a bit. And I've been like, yeah, I like this. And I'm curious if you have anything that you put on everything. Anything exciting? Anything cool? Maybe you got like a seasoning blend. I was doing Old Bay for a while, but I got sick of it. Yeah, you let me know. Give me some good tips. It was to the point where I was making fried rice and I was cooking onions in a pan. Like I was cooking some onions in butter, and I was like, you know, I should put onion powder in this. And then I thought about it and I went, maybe not. Maybe that doesn't make any sense. Maybe I shouldn't put onion powder on my onions. Hard to say, isn't it? Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's go. Exile Hellhorned, Exile Wurmkin, Pushback, Shadow, Diligent, Fortify, Echo Snare, and Flame. Fine. Ashes of the Fallen and Exile Hellhorn run? Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, Monster Train, you shouldn't have. I'm down for an Imperialist. We just play some sort of endless imp with Imperialist and win the game for free. Should be pretty easy. Take Resonant Shard because Rage Imp is a decent line here. Lots of options that should take us through. I'm playing very aggressive, but I'm very confident with double summons here. We should be able to bulldoze right on through, I believe. I don't think it's right to ration my imps. I think we just send them here. And, you know, hope for the best pretty much. I think the game plan is actually going to be to beef up these train stewards. What do I have in here? Echo Snare. I think the plan is to fill up on purples elsewhere. Like on this floor, and then I want to hold Echo Snare. And I want to Echo Snare the boss. Let's see what we get. Yeah. It's like Queen's Impling here. Echo Snare, Steward in front to give me 35. And then I can Echo Break. Yeah, that's okay. We're gonna get hit a little bit, I imagine. I played very aggressively for this early game. And I deserve the damage I'm going to take, but I think it's worth it. I'm probably gonna take 24 here, it looks like. Oh no, a little less. Gonna take... Oh, 24. That's fine. I knew the risk. And I'm okay with it. Killed all the enemies. Yeah, we get an imp. I think Fledgling Imp is better than Molting Imp, but it is kind of close because the summon effect here is deal 30 AoE. But I think the 10 Rage is better, more likely to be good. Probably Echo Transfer. I think Steel Worker. Get a little value out of survival here. We're looking for, with Rage Imp and Rage Shard, and now Endless, we're looking for, of course, Horned Warrior. tried to time it so that he would show up, but no. We get Rail Beater. I think Rail Beater is worse. I think he's not good. And I will skip. So, Endless. Fledgling. Check. And that's it for now. Welder Helper in this ring, like a Welder Helper here in this run just is over. I feel pretty confidently. I'm gonna send it on pack shards, or not pack shards, I'm gonna send it on unit drafts, because I'd like a Horned Warrior maybe, and then we could do like a Steelworker infusion on Horned Warrior. Something like that. We're gonna play top 4 here, because I want to ping off the 9-1s. I don't want to let that damage happen. I need the time to kill. Probably like, I can greed for Collector here, but it's a little frightening. Because this Apprentice, I guess what the ideal here is like Echo Break and then maybe I Queen Zimpling. 20. 25. I think I Queen Zimpling here. And if I draw Rage Imp, it doesn't matter. If I draw, yeah, I draw Rage Imp, it doesn't matter. That play is now meaningless because I drew this in. Actually, maybe even bad because this 13 times 2 is going to live now. Yeah, the play ends up being bad, but I was playing to stop that guy from hitting me, which is a real concern. It's okay. I will probably live anyway because our numbers are going to be very high. Thanks to Fledgling him, but... And I think that the way that I played that out was overall correct, because letting any damage go through right now is very frightening. And I just kind of gambled. The gamble didn't pay out, but we end up going out. We get out of it okay. I think that that play was right, though, if I don't draw Fledgling Imp, which was pretty likely. Okay, and we get Welder Helper, so the run's over. That's a next. Because if you just don't click off, if you're gonna click off, instead just like leave the video running but muted. I need the analytics, it's very important. But yeah, this is just like, this is in the bag pretty much. I would, yeah, multi-strike here. I'd be very shocked. I'm gonna go multi-strike plus 25 Horned Warrior. I'm gonna give him a Steelworker infusion, and we are going to blast off here. I'm going to take this artifact. It's Vapor Funnel, which is pretty useful. Oh, I could have put the plus 25 on the Fledgling Imp too. I'll take Vapor Funnel here. It's fine. Sprankstone, Boneshine, Bone Rattler. I'm not really all that afraid, so I will put a plus 10 on Horned Warrior just to make him do 75 out the gate. So, yeah, I mean, as soon as we see a temple, this run is just in the bag. The goal now is going to be to make a lot of removals so that it's like space, removals, 2 imps. That's where we go from here. But even on 1 imp with double summons, we would probably just be chilling. Giving it an extra second of thought here. I think you want to play like this. And then we can go like boom, boom. Horned Warrior, he has 30 HP, which is higher than either of these units, so... And we don't need 3 hits to win this combat, right? So Horned Warrior can just go hang out bottom floor, take it easy, and then top floor will be the floor that I killed the boss on. Horned Warrior will just soften up a few waves while we get started. Yeah, he gets to kill one of these enemies, which is the only enemy that really poses much of a threat. I do need to put Queen Zimpling down and in back here so I don't get hit. And if I put this down... No, they were 50. Okay. It's all good. That's fine. Now you just play Fledgling Imp to block this. Kind of the plan was to play Fledgling Imp to block this, but also it doesn't matter which unit lives to Relentless here. Just that one of them does. Because the rage should be high enough. I guess the Imp Toss is a little important, but it doesn't matter. You're doing math on something that really doesn't make a difference at this point. I should go ping this 5-1 down. There's no reason not to make a play like this because we're chumping the 11 damage. This guy's attack on the top floor does not make a difference. God, and Flame is in this run still. Before I remove any train stewards, I'm going to remove Inflame. I often, so at this point in Monster Train, I have played a lot, and I just autopilot remove stewards. It's how it goes. A lot of times there's a card that's better to remove than Train Steward though. Looking at this card here, Young and Flame. Impolate's okay. I actually just think I just think you don't need it, right? What do you do with this? You could do Symphony of the Soul here. This is a card that's just something that you take because it's fun though. And you know what? I'm down to take a fun card. We can play a little bit for fun. And what's the map like? There's a duplicate right here. Ah. Okay, I take space. That's pretty good. So we go here. We go Boons. We go Banner. Apex Imp. Get the hell out of here. This is a run where Apex Imp is not better than what we currently have because our damage scaling is ridiculously high. And Apex Imp has 0 multi-strike, where Horned Warrior has 2. So also Apex Imp gets tossed. Like if I put him on the floor with Queen, he is sent. It is not good. I've seen a lot of Apex Imp lately though. My man is everywhere. For better or for worse. So first of all we go Imp into Imp and then we duplicate this guy. He will chump block like crazy because so he's gonna chump block like crazy because his armor is not on the front, it's on everyone. So you slap him in front and then he gets tossed if he lives. This is a very classic layout for a run like this. The Imp survivability is unbelievable. I am a little bit worried about taking Spell Shield 2 here. If it wasn't the haste combat, I think I would snap it. I'm going to take it, because the first wave should be free. We have Vapor Funnel. Worst case, it should be okay. And we should take 0. Steel Worker goes mid floor, Train Steward goes bottom floor. Yeah, this is the only enemy that really poses much of a threat. When this guy goes down, he puts up 30 armor and dies. He doesn't even die. He gets tossed. Take off the damage shield. We're cruising. This run is very strong. Because the other thing about this is because I have the space to play 2 imps, I am significantly less likely to miss my imp. And backline dies to the toss in the early game. The only downside right now is I took this Symphony of the Soul and it's very hard to get enough purples to ever play it. That card was probably not the best take, but hey, you know what? It's okay. Need to pick up like base charge, I guess. This deck though, from this position, could remove every card that isn't Welder Helper, or sorry, isn't Fledgling and Horned Warrior and Queen, and take home a W. And so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna greed for money and basically just take with Reckless Abandon removals. Yeah, I don't need anything else. I'm not even gonna take Inferno. I don't need it. This is overconfidence, absolutely. Inferno is almost certainly just good, but I think it's better to get scaling faster than it is to go there. There is something I would take here. However, I am not going to pay 64 a reroll to find a plus 25. Heaven's Gold is good. It makes the Vapor Funnel range much better. I'm gonna take the money. Here's the deal. I'm gonna buy 3 removals. First card on the chopping block is Inflame. Absolutely dead worthless. And then it's 2 Train Stewards. And I'm gonna leave here at 300 gold. The interesting thing is that there's not even a whole lot of trinkets I would take. Like usually in this position, not usually, but often in this position I would bank my money and then go to a big trinket shop, but there's not even trinkets that I want here. Because I already have ashes. I could take, I suppose, Queen's Tail wouldn't be bad. Maybe. Go Steelworker, you got this. This wave does a lot of damage, actually. And this is a sweeper. I should... Oh, and I just fed him a bunch of rage. Not great. Yikes. Alright, alright, alright. Don't you panic. Do not fear. All is well. Oh, you know what I meant to do here? I needed to play Queen Zimpling first. Now I don't play Queen Zimpling at all. I get chunked here, but it's also just a double infusion on the first wave, and the damage output is going to significantly diminish now. I played this out maybe as worse, like the worst possible way, and I'm still gonna be okay, which is a real big testament here to how strong we are. I can't afford it. This card also costs 2? Nightmare. It's so hard to play Symphony of the Soul. Yeah, if I had played I missed the Queen Zimpling play, I missed 2 Queen Zimpling plays, right? I put a Queen Zimpling down and got clipped. The reasoning there, by the way, that wasn't just like a no thought sort of play. The idea was pretty simple. It was if I put that enemy to 7 with 3 echoes on top floor, then 3-4 or 4-5 kills, right? Putting them into 2 echo break range for sure. Now I didn't count it up because I didn't go look at how much I had on top floor, because of course I didn't. I'm overconfident here. The hook to keep you interested is that I am going to be I'm going to be speed flying. I really wanted to say speed reading, and that's why I got caught there. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be speed reading this run. I'm not reading. I don't know what I mean by that. I'm going to be speed running this run is the other way to go about it, but speed running this run is redundant, and I don't like that. Now, I did say I was going to put Steelworker onto my man here. It just feels like a bit of a waste, doesn't it? I'll do it, but like, in current year, this doesn't seem very good. In the previous year when I was looking at this run, it was actually pretty solid to put the Steelworker on him, but that plan... I don't remember if that plan dried up because I saw the Welder Helper. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't remember. This run's gonna be a blur. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow to set this video to upload and I'm gonna go, what the hell happened in this episode? What did I do here? The only thing that could really have caught me, the thing that would be really problematic for this run, which did not happen, would be Daze Shard on this turn on bottom floor. Because eventually, the Daze Shard comes out, and because of the way that I lined up my run, I have to drop my Floodlings, right? I can't just pass this round. That's not okay. And I'm pretty sure... Maybe not. I think each floor is guaranteed to see both of the shards. Maybe not. There's no reason to take damage here. I'm pretty sure I'm guaranteed to see another Daze Shard on this floor. Well, it hasn't been here yet, right? I think it's gonna be Harvest on top floor, because Harvest was on bottom floor. Yeah, and then Daze Shard on bottom floor on the next turn. This is one of those things that I sort of just implicitly know about Monster Train. Like, I don't actively know this, but I also, if you had asked me, would have said, yeah, I'm guaranteed to have a Daze Shard show up on bottom floor. Now, I could have just played the units because the Daze doesn't matter there, those enemies don't exist. I could have also not played them. It makes no difference, right? It actually is meaningless. This is a run where I could have done something wacky with Impish Scholar, since I have... What? How do I... Like, I swear I just draw blanks on these cards at the weirdest times. I just played it. Return Soul. You know what card it is every time, too? Every time I try to think of a Wurmkin card, for some reason, I think... What was this card? Oh, that's Foregone Power. It's not Foregone Power. What the hell am I talking about? This is Return Soul. But until I see that, it's Foregone Power in my mind. I still play Dazed. I'm gonna go pretty quickly through all of this. I actually don't have space for Imsicle. This would just be an annoyance. I'll take Jackstrips because it's nice. I didn't even need Jackstrips here, actually, because Queen will punch through the damage shield on the wave. but you know what? It's all good. I'm at 105, so yeah. We leave. It's crazy. I just like, often I could think of at least one relic I would want in a run, but not really this one. They're all pretty meaningless, aren't they? You know what? I should get rid of Echo Break because Impish, or what's that? What is it? Not Impish Scholar. Queen's Impling. Queen's Impling beats Ember Drain for me on turn 1 if I draw it, where Echo Break does basically nothing. You know, that's not true. Look at Echo Break here. It could have killed that enemy, but it didn't, because I didn't need it to. But it could have. They do actually get to punch through the Fledgling Imp, which is always a little shocking. But this is 45, so 31. Just put the Fortifies here. I was thinking about the merits of maybe putting Fortifies on the Fledgling Imp, but nah. And goal is to just build up to pull on the Echoes on top floor whenever. See, this is the combat where you go, maybe you should have taken Inferno, because an Inferno for this would be nice, but also these guys chump like 80 damage, so a lot of damage has to go through here. The problem with playing the run like this when you don't have this queen is, of course, that the imps start living and you lose a ton of value. Queen's Impling no longer dies, or Fledgling Imp no longer dies from the enemy's swings pretty soon because he's getting like in 80s. It's crazy, it's a lot. Really though, I have to keep in mind the end game of this run, which is to double my rage one time. Not a crazy amount of rage, really. It's like 100. I know that maybe that sounds like a lot, but it really isn't that much. I'm gonna start expediting these imp plays. No, wait, no, my symphony. Oh, I had it. I could have played Symphony of the Soul. I could have one-shot him. Oh man. Yeah, now I am like, yeah, I am in full skip mode. I'm gonna go here. More money, more removals, that's all we need. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even gonna bother rerolling. I'm gonna get rid of the Echo Breaks first. Echo Transfer is also pretty much a dead card here. I think that, and I often find that Hellhorned runs are the ones that end up like this, where you go, yeah, it's Hellhorned and Exile Melting that end up where you're sitting here going, yep, I'm just gonna pay all my money on removals. Diligent Seraph, don't care. I'm not gonna go high on pack shards here. I'll reroll to see if I missed anything I care about. No. Shocking. Golden Vault Heaven's Gold is an interesting combo. Oh, you know what I can do? I can spend the rest of my money to make Symphony 1 cost and Frozen. It's really good to freeze it because it's basically like a removal. Where now I only have to draw it one time and then it sits until it's playable. But I was gonna say I want to play top floor here, but or no, I was gonna say I want to play. Oh yeah, you know what? Okay, walk through the whole logical path I just went through. Play bottom floor, stop curses. Good, but play top floor, stop enemies from walking by. Good, but the problem is then I take curses. Top floor enemies die to Vapor Funnel. But then if I play bottom floor, this wave walks up on me. I think we're playing curses. It's like, play curses and deal with the fact that I only get to play one imp per turn, huh? It is good to consume. The Seraph is just annoying. It's not even that bad, it's just really irritating. I don't want to have to play curses all the time. That sucks, I want to play the cool stuff. Curse, it's fine. I just want to make the numbers really big, but I don't get to make the numbers really big. And there are going to be times like this where I have to think about... Yeah, no, it's definitely better for me to just play another imp. Oh, what the hell? It dies too? Oh my god. I guess I should have counted. Maybe I put, what was it? 10, 45. So you die in 2 hits. Die in 2 hits. So if there's ever gonna be a chance to make this not hit me for... Oh wait, I have Vapor Funnel. Oh, what the hell? I have Vapor Funnel. There is no hit. I took Vapor Funnel for a reason. I remember now. It's to stop this situation from being a thing I have to think about. I took the answer to that problem. A non-issue. The only downside is I had to take a curse. What a shame. My perfect run. I don't think this one was perfect. I think I got clipped before this. Diligent Seraph, he wins the moral victory on you a lot of the time. Because this run is very strong. In no universe does it lose, but with the way that I built it out, in also no universe does it take 0. Because I just cannot afford to play all of these curses out. Maybe if I go to enough trinket shops, I could find the Sinner's Salve. But my deck is 16 cards and I'm drawing all these Vengeful Shards. It's never gonna kill me. I'm 140 health. I'm gonna end up taking like 9 from curses, but it's the moral victory for Seraph. Really, I can't give him anything. I cannot allow Seraph to even have an inkling that he had a chance here. It wasn't close, you're a loser. He might be, you know what? He got 3 whole rounds in. My bad. I'm overdoing it. That was actually very close, Seraph. Great job. Remember pre-DLC? I think about it a lot. Maybe I should do another Monster Train Time Machine episode. Remember pre-DLC where instead of the combats being you scale absurdly much and steamroll the enemies, they were you sit down and you kill Seraph over 30 rounds. Like, the amount of damage that I was looking for on Seraph fights was like 100, sometimes even when I was playing things like Thorned Hollow. Put up like 100 on your Thorned Hollow. Not even like 60-ish spikes really, and then 30 from his attack around there. I think was what you were aiming for, something like that. And then he would just kill. Regen was very good back then. Can double the armor. I'm not really afraid. This was the worst possible draw, where both of my imps were bottom of the deck, and that's why we made so many removals, because both imps at the bottom of the deck, but the deck is 16 cards and I draw 6 per turn. So even in the worst case, I'm getting my imps on turn 3, and we are fine. And this is the worst case. And it should still be a slaughter. This wave, I guess, could be frightening. I mean, am I afraid? I think the answer to this problem is to just put one of the imps behind, just to be safe. I could do the math, but truly I do not care. Could I go, like, Symphony of the Soul here, and then maybe I could play it again? Maybe I could, if I exhaust everything, or consume, or whatever the hell, man. Stop making me learn all these goddamn words. Exhaust, consume. Gordian Quest calls it something different too. I think I was talking about it last night because I called exhaust and Slay the Spire consume. And in Gordian Quest it's something else, it's expend. Which is also just, what the hell? Expend. I'm gonna make a card game and call it Exterminate. Call it fucking Annihilate. I'm just gonna go for the one more play here on Symphony, just to be safe, you know? I mean, it's fine. And this enemy gets to walk up. Does he hit me? He does. What the hell? I took 10. Oh my god, I've lost every moral. Every one of these I've lost on morals. It's crazy. It's the Pyrrhic victories I'm losing out to. Anyway, I'm gonna do 1177 times 3 now. My loss of score is probably mitigated by the 1 turn pre-relentless. Oh, it's not even mitigated. I took 20% off my score for that. Tragic. I think this would have been a really strong one. Like, the problem is, you don't get any points for time in Monster Train. So even though this run was an absolute slaughter, And it's fine that you don't get points on time, I guess. I don't really mind, but you're much more incentivized to spend a lot of time on runs, which is actually pretty good, I think. I think that in general, early on, I would prefer it like this, but over time, as I get better at the game, I want you to reward me for going fast. Because when I get better at a game like this, instead of becoming more consistent, I like to become faster. Focus on being able to process my decisions quickly and make a choice rather than spending time thinking about all the lines. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, what the hell? What just happened to me? I feel like I just had a mental, like, you know, when your computer updates in the middle of doing something, it just shuts down for a second and then comes back. That just happened to me. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.